Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 cards out of Photon Hypernova that you're going to want to get your hands on. How's it going, guys? Logan JYA here, and after hosting the Grim Championship Series with my boy Grim YuGiOh, I got a first-hand look at the top most powerful cards coming out of the brand new set Photon Hypernova. That's why I've ranked them based on a combination of factors, including anticipated price upon release, meta implications, genericness, and overall power level. Now, this is my opinion, but I do back it up with facts. If you disagree or think another card should be included on this list, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's kick things off with 2 quick honorable mentions, those being to my guys Dynamond and Shoju. These cards, being both a common and super rare respectively, are going to be easily accessible. Now, I've talked about these cards at length in my Drytron videos over the past few weeks, and that's going to be the community that's going to take the greatest advantage of these 2 particular cards. If we're being 100% practical here, it doesn't make sense to put these anything above an honorable mention. But hey, if you're a Drytron enthusiast like yours truly, these guys are going to be absolutely great toys to give a try to, and should be nothing more than a couple of cents when the set releases. Alright, coming in at number 5, we've got the secret rare card Gravekeeper's Engraving. This card has 3 powerful floodgate effects and acts as a pseudo cold wave for the graveyard. Upon activation, the player can either lock out summoning, banishing, or card effect activations in the graveyard until the end of the opponent's turn. Now, for decks that the graveyard doesn't matter for, this is going to be an instant cold wave against things like Tiarament. You know, some decks that could use this are like Flunderies, Kashtira, or Sprite if you don't mind giving up your Nimble Angler play. Now, on release, this card has the potential to see play in the side decks of countless different builds, and its playability may only increase going forward into the future as more graveyard-reliant decks are printed. Now, pre-orders for this card range anywhere from $18 to $30, but I expect we're going to see it to settle around $15. Alright guys, coming in at number 4, we got the ultra-rare Tiarament Kashtira. This newest piece of support for Tier, as if they actually needed more support, combines both the Kashtira and Tiarament archetypes, offering some value for both decks. I'm not going to go in depth on how this fits into both of these strategies. Feel free to watch the replays from the GCS to see that. But this is going to be an instant must-have 2 to 3 of for 2 different high-tier strategies. This card is currently pre-selling at around $20 per Ultra, and I could see it going either way. If Kashtira, Fenrir, and Unicorn are an example, these cards could easily shoot up higher in price. Or on the other side of the coin, it may very well float down to be $10 a copy. Only time's going to tell on this one, but it doesn't change its placement at number 4 on this list of cards you might need to get out of Photon Hypernova. Alright guys, coming in at number 3, we got the secret rare Kashtira Arise Heart. Now, this easy to summon Xyz has a built-in Macrocosmos effect, as well as an interruption for the main archetype that's going to be playing it, the Kashtiras. However, Cash players may not be the only ones chasing after this card. Many decks with an extra slot in their extra deck may very well choose to play an additional copy of this card in case they take control of their opponent's monsters with things like Triple Tactics Talents, Change of Heart, Enemy Controller, Mind Control, all of which are cards that are anticipated to see play after this set releases. So again, this card is likely going to see a lot of play, even outside of its archetype. The secret rare is currently pre-selling at around $30, but I see it probably dropping down to $20 about 2 weeks after release. Alright, coming in at number 2, we've got a common card, Bestial Baldrake. Now, this brand new Bestial not only shares the DD Crow ability of the other cards within its archetype, becomes packing with a brand new interruption trigger effect. By tributing a light or dark, this guy is going to be able to remove another card on your opponent's side of the field if they conduct a certain type of summon. And the fact that this card's coming out the gate as a common? In decks like Sprite that already splashed the Bestial engine, you'll likely see this card replacing the likes of Bestial Sereneer or joining its ranks to increase the overall number of Bestials to stop the tier plays. And its effect is overall a little bit more relevant than Bestial Sereneer in decks that choose to play these cards as an engine. Another reason why I rank this card so high is because it's going to be a common, meaning that there's no reason that everyone shouldn't be able to get their hands on at least a playset of this card. Likely after release, you should be able to find these things for $1 a pop, maybe get a playset for $2. If anyone's charging you any more, they might be juicing you, so be careful. Alright guys, coming in at number 1, we've got the Triple Tactics Thrust. God, I really hope I don't get demonetized for saying that. By far, this is one of the most powerful and generic cards in Photon Hypernova. This new TTT is a jack-of-all-trades searcher for your most powerful spells and traps within your deck, and all it takes is your opponent to activate something, and if they control something, it gets even better for you. Honestly, guys, the possibilities are endless with this one. You could use it to grab the OG Triple Tactics talents. Say you just ate a Bestial effect, you can then immediately activate it to steal that monster and use it as a material, or take a look at your opponent's hand or draw two. Maybe if you're going second, you can actually use it to grab a card like Evenly Matched after your opponent activates an effect, and then completely blow out their board. And the use case that I hate most about this card, we just gave Tiarament 3 additional copies of the Saki one of Instant Fusion. That's right, guys, instant access to Kitkalos. What could be more exciting than that? The fact that this card becomes 3 more copies of your best cards like Instant Fusion, Monster Reborn, Triple Tactics Talents, Evenly Matched, the list goes on, you're clearly going to have this seeing a lot of play. It also allows for some pretty unique deck building, like splashing in a single copy of Evenly just for when you're going second. You're technically playing 4 copies. And let's say you open that one of Evenly and a Thrust, just use the Thrust to get something else. Honestly, guys, this may very well be a vital piece of all decks post-Photon Hypernova, and the pre-sale prices kind of reflect this, having it being around $60 to $80. I put this among the ranks of some of the best cards that have ever been printed in recent years, like Forbidden Droplets or the original Triple Tactics Talents. It's likely going to hold its value, or maybe even go up over time. That is, until subsequent reprints come out and the price inevitably crashes. But by far, this is going to be the most impactful and relevant card coming out of Photon Hypernova. So that brings us to the end of my top 5 cards that I think you guys are going to need to get coming out of Photon Hypernova. Well, let me know what you think about this breakdown in the comments section down below. Have another card that you think I missed? Hey, let me know down there as well. And until next time, Logan JYA signing off. Have a great day, and I'll see you beautiful people later. Peace. 心の隙間埋め